For those of you familiar with me and my content, I generally stay extremely neutral when it comes to politics and world issues. Um, because I have a somewhat neutral view. I mean, there's certain things I do subscribe to, but part of it is because it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter what I have to say. Now you have the No King's Day protest was just there, and people are saying if you stay silent, then you're just agreeing. Um, and I don't agree with that. So I'm going to urge you to stay silent, urge you to avoid the war, avoid politics, avoid any of it, because you can't control the outcome. I mean, we do have the right to vote, and that does control the outcome. But until it's time to vote, there's nothing you can do. And it's a lot of negativity in the world, a lot of darkness, and it's not good for us. It's not good for your mental health. It's not good for your spiritual well-being. So I say, stop watching those reels. Stop watching videos about what's going on in the world. Stop arguing with people on Facebook about politics, because you're not going to change anybody's opinion. And it's not making you feel any better. It's not helping you. It's honestly making your mental health worse. So I say ignore it all. Focus on what you can control. If you cannot control it, it should not be something you worry about. Yes, it affects us. Absolutely. What happens in the world affects us, but there's nothing we can do about it. So you just have to accept it. Hope things will get better. It's important to have that, put out that good, positive energy, because right now we're all putting out negative energy, and that's not helping the world. That's not incorporating the good change. We need to be putting out positive energy. So focusing on it, dwelling on it, is putting out negative energy. It's not helping you. It's not helping the world. Look, I'm not trying to discredit people. I'm not trying to tell people that they shouldn't be scared and shouldn't be upset and shouldn't speak their mind. I believe in freedom of speech. But I'm urging you to just focus on what you can control. Focus on the things that you have control over and try to change them, because that's all we really can do. So I urge you to stay away from politics, to stay away from the news and world news, and just focus on what's important to you. I'm not saying ignore the world too, because that's the thing about spirituality. People don't understand. When they think I say something, they think I stand on a solid point. No, it's all about balance. Balance. So I'm not saying don't watch the news. Don't dwell on the news. That's what I'm saying. So you can watch some of it, but I would say once it gets to a point when you're upset, put something else on. So it's important to know that the world is not black and white. The things I say are not black and white. It's about using it to an extent. And it's up to you to decide what the balance is. So yeah, people like to put holes in my theories and all that, because there are holes, because nothing is solid. Everything is opaque. Is that the word? But everything is just, it just is. The point is, don't dwell. Just focus on you. But if you want to educate yourself in the world, that's fine, but just do it to a point where it's not going to drive you insane. But I want it to be known too that my original point still stands. That's where the balance comes in. If you could pull it off, great, because that's what I'm going for. I'm going for avoiding it completely. Now, like I said, the balance. So there's going to be times where I don't follow that, and that's fine. But if I focus more on the avoidance, it kind of balances it out. But yeah, the balance is important, but I'm not going away from my original point where I'm saying to avoid it as much as you can. Avoid it. Especially don't argue with people. I think that's the most important one. I think that's the one you should avoid altogether, is arguing, because you're not going to change each other's opinion. You're going to piss yourself off. You're going to piss the other person off. And if it's a close friend or a relative, it's going to lead to a very difficult relationship. But yeah, I don't want to stray away from my point when I talk about the balance, is you should try to avoid it. All right. Stay healthy, mentally, physically. You got this.